At this hour, the wheels are in motion for a historic vote tomorrow in the U.S. House of Representatives on landmark legislation to reform the nation's health care system. The stakes are huge, so big, in fact, that the White House is doing a full-court press to coax shaky Democrats off the fence and into the yes column. Vice President Joe Biden worked the phones lobbying moderate Democrats today, and tomorrow President Obama will go to the Hill to speak to the Democratic caucus, hoping a little presidential pressure will convince undecideds. That push was already underway this afternoon inside the Oval Office, where the president met personally with Bill Owens, the newest moderate Democrat in the House. Owens was the Democrat who won that special election Tuesday night in New York's 23rd congressional district. Republicans don't have the numbers to vote down the bill. Their only move is to try and scare conservative Democrats into voting no. So the GOP has offered an alternative bill. It would leave 17% of all Americans uninsured, the same percentage as today. The Democratic bill would cover nearly everyone. The GOP plan would shave $68 billion off the deficit. The Democratic plan would cut the deficit almost twice that much. And pre-existing conditions, they will still exist under the Republican plan. The Democratic plan would make that kind of insurance discrimination illegal. That's where the debate should be, on the differences between the Democratic and Republican proposals. But the House GOP leadership has now embraced the most extreme elements of the Republican Party. Yesterday, Republican lawmakers participated in a rally supposedly against the Democrats' health care plan, but it had all the trappings of a proverbial orgy of bigotry, racism, anti-Semitism, and hate. One after another, the celebrity speakers delivered vicious attacks on President Obama.
His only success in his one-year term as president is taking America apart, piece by piece. Could it be he has had 20 years of subconscious programming by Reverend Wright to damn America?
Then Republican leaders spoke, and as they continued the Obama bashing, directly in front of that lectern was this sign of President Obama in a white coat, his face painted to look like the Joker. It said, "Stop Obamunism." Of course, there were other offensive signs, like this one, "Can you trust Obama?" a reference to right-wing claims that the President of the United States is secretly a Muslim terrorist. This particular sign was autographed by Iowa Republican Congressman Steve King. Yes, he autographed it. Other lawmakers signed autographs for protesters in the shadow of this banner, a photograph of corpses at a Nazi concentration camp. The word said National Socialized Health Care. Is there no shame anymore on the conservative right? Is there no decency anymore? A lot of Americans, a lot of us across the political spectrum grew up hearing about entire branches of our family who were slaughtered in concentration camps. And for all we know, they may have been among the corpses stacked in that pile, photographed and used yesterday by the far right. When anybody compares a health care proposal to the murders at Nazi death camps, it's offensive, and it diminishes all of us by diminishing just how evil the Holocaust really was. And yet the Republican House leaders yesterday, they were indifferent.
I saw a lot of signs. I saw a lot of American flags, and I didn't see anything that I thought was disrespectful. Did someone have a sign that may have said something? They may have. I didn't see it.
What has become of our politics when not a single American lawmaker is willing to say to their own supporters, take that banner down, or refuses to acknowledge later, yes, that sign should not have been there? Is it because the GOP leadership now embraces the frenzy on the right, even if it is fueled by hatred, racism, and ignorance? Is that good for America? Get your cell phones out. I want to know what you think. When a rally features racism and hatred, do elected leaders attending that rally have a responsibility to condemn it? Text A for yes, B for no to 622-639. We will bring you the results later in the show.